With a resounding, convincing win over Stanford in Palo Alto, the Ducks' BCS title game hopes are still alive. Now 2 games to go for a shot at the new piece of hardware in the Pac-12 title game. Dirk Weishar has more from Stanford Stadium.
The Oregon defense hounded Heisman Trophy candidate Andrew Luck into 2 interceptions, 1 returned for a touchdown by linebacker Baseko Lacumbo, and the Duck defense forced a total of 5 turnovers on the night en route to a 53-30 victory. The Ducks dominated the second half, outscoring the Cardinal 31-14, ending Stanford's 17-game overall win streak and extending the Ducks' conference win streak to 19 games.
We knew that they were going to run the ball a lot, but we also practiced the passes and the different route combinations. So we played our defense and we were successful at the end.
It's kind of hard to stop a team when we're on a roll. Defensively we're on a roll. We know what we're doing out there, and it's just tough to get the upper hand on us.
It's going to kind of be boom or bust at times, and our guys ground through the bus and made a couple of timely booms.
This is Oregon's first win over a top 5 team on the road in program history and could vault the Ducks back into the BCS national title hunt. But first, USC comes to Autzen Stadium on Saturday. Said linebacker DeWitt Stuckey, this will be like the Super Bowl to them since they cannot play in a bowl game. Reporting from Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto, I'm Dirk Weishar for Inside the Pac.
Well, you heard DeWitt Stuckey right there. Trojans Super Bowl. They're coming to Autzen on Saturday. Can the Ducks, with 2 wins and then maybe another win in the Pac-12 championship game, get themselves into that BCS game now?
Oh, without a question.
Yeah.
I mean, I want gumbo. I want gumbo.
Obviously, some other things have to happen, though.
Well, yeah, there's a few
notably
things.
Oklahoma State.
Well, it takes time to make a gumbo.
Yeah.
So we can let those things fester and get going, but I want gumbo. Think gumbo.
New Orleans, I guess, if everything falls into place, we could be seeing something in the future revolving around New Orleans. Well, another anemic performance running the football has left Oregon State sitting at just 2-8 with just 2 games to go. Still to come on Inside the Pac. More from San Francisco as the Beavers never could get any offense going against the Bears.
It feels really frustrating right now. It just didn't feel like good football to me.
Oregon State has run the ball for more than 100 yards 3 times this season. The Beavers have won 2 of those games. Now against Cal, the running game again just wasn't there, and frustration is now growing.
We're just not running the ball well enough to be a balanced football team, which is what we need to be if we're going to win. And it was very apparent tonight.
Obviously, turnovers are something that I need to improve, and that's something we're going to address this week and try to get better as an offense.
It's always frustrating for offense to get in the red zone and not score, because that's some place where when we get there we have to score. We can't settle for field goals.
Definitely anytime when you're in the back end and the runs come into the secondary and get into the second level, it's a problem. I'm not blaming the defensive line or whatnot or the linebackers. It's, we're a team, and so we just got to figure it out. We got 2 games left, and just we got to keep grinding.
All right, stat of the week here. Oregon State's been outgained. We mentioned it earlier. Last 3 weeks on the ground, 821-92. Question, have the Beavers mailed it in?
I don't think so. I just think it's a lack of execution in a lot of decisions where we've seen this in the last 10 games. But now you can have a chance to turn it around. Washington could be a game you could certainly win. Senior day, a lot of emotions, especially for a guy like James Rodgers. Have a nice big game on his final time there.
Well, we are just about to wrap up this edition of Inside the Pac. But when we return, our shining stars of the weekend, Saturday Scholars, are coming up. Down to the final 2 weeks in the regular season, so these final Saturday Scholars are true clutch performers.
You know where I'm looking to. No further than that frozen Palouse in a program that has seen Jack Thompson, Mark Rippon, Tim Rosenbach, Drew Bledsoe, Ryan Leaf. It's Connor Halliday that now owns the Cougar freshman record, 494 yards passing and 4 scores on the Sun Devils. Dino, who you got?
I got Mike. They couldn't keep up with him.
Right.
No, they couldn't.
Oh, without a question. I mean, 146 yards, 7 yards of carry, 3 totes. That's a good night.
And the 3 scores against the Cardinal. My scholar goes to Cal tailback Isi Sofele, his 2nd straight career high rushing game, 191 yards and a score on the Beavers. The Golden Bears' 8th 1,000-yard rusher in the last 9 years. That's consistency right there. All right, as we shift gears here, we talk about a big game now at Autzen. Anytime the Trojans come to Autzen, big game, but a lot riding on this one, Dino. You had a good game against the Trojans one year.
Decades ago.
Yeah, decades ago. Seems like a lifetime. But this game, obviously at Autzen, Oregon's favored.
Yeah, we are favored. I mean, but it's still a big game. It's SC. But, we still got to come out and finish what we started, which is beat SC and then follow up with the Civil War.
In the last 2 years against Matt Barkley and that Trojan offense, Oregon defense played very well.
And I expect them to do the same as well. I mean, I feel like they'll come out, play really hard, and play well.
All right, in Corvallis, Nick, it'll be senior day at Reser Stadium for the Beavers.
Yeah.
Maybe salvage a little bit of pride.
Just a miserable season for the Beavers, but wouldn't it be nice for those guys and the fans to maybe knock down the Huskies a few bowl pegs, maybe go to the Sun Bowl or the Kraft Fight Food Hunger Bowl down there too, so it'd be a nice chance to send out the seniors in style.
Yeah, certainly Washington trying to scrap for every little bit they can get here next week. As we mentioned, Ducks and Trojans, Beavers and Dogs at Reser. Thanks to Dino Philyaw for joining us, and thank you for watching. So long.